Turning 70 is a significant milestone. You've gathered decades of wisdom, raised families, contributed to communities, and weathered the storms of life. These are the years when peace should be your closest companion. Your time, energy, and emotional well-being are precious, and they must be guarded more fiercely than ever before. However, many seniors face an uncomfortable truth. Not everyone in the family adds to their peace. In fact, some family members consciously or unconsciously drain their energy, cause stress, or take advantage of their vulnerability. You may have spent years tolerating difficult relatives out of obligation, tradition, or a hope that things would change. But at 70 and beyond, you're no longer required to carry those emotional burdens. You've earned the right to peace. You deserve clarity, warmth, and relationships rooted in mutual respect. In this article, we will gently but firmly explore -1 types of toxic relatives that seniors should consider distancing themselves from for their own well-being. We'll provide examples, signs to recognize them, and how to handle them with dignity and strength. This is not about bitterness or revenge. It's about setting healthy boundaries for a more serene, joyful life. 1. The manipulator. Manipulators are those who guilt trip, twist words, and play emotional games to get their way. They often use phrases like, "After all I've done for you ... If you really loved me, you would ... You're the only one who can help me right now." Manipulators often target seniors because they perceive them as easier to influence, especially those who value harmony or fear conflict. They may pressure you into giving money, babysitting, or even changing your will. Red flags. You feel emotionally drained after conversations. You often feel trapped into doing things you don't want. They make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. How to respond. Set firm, clear limits. Use statements. "I'm not comfortable doing that." Minimize engagement in emotional baiting. 2. The constant critic. This relative always finds something wrong with your choices, your home, your appearance, your beliefs. They act as though they know better, and that you're somehow always failing or outdated. At 70, criticism stings differently. It undermines your confidence and makes you question yourself at a time when you should feel validated and respected. Common behavior. Backhanded compliments, judging your lifestyle or health choices, mocking your memory or opinions. Why it's toxic. Constant criticism can lead to anxiety, depression, and self-doubt. You've lived a rich, complex life. No one has the right to belittle your experiences. What to do? Limit time with them. Don't argue, set boundaries, and walk away. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. 3. The moocher. This is the relative who always needs help, financially, emotionally, logistically, and rarely gives back. They may borrow money and never repay, show up uninvited for meals, or depend on you for constant babysitting or errands. Why seniors are targeted. Many maturing adults have savings, own homes, or have spare time. Moochers see this as free access, not recognizing your need for peace and space. Common lines they use. "You have the time anyway. I just need a little help until things get better. It's not a big deal. Just this once." What it costs you. Financial strain, physical exhaustion, loss of personal time and autonomy. How to protect yourself. Say no without guilt. Keep finances private. Redirect them to appropriate resources. 4. The drama magnet. Every family has one. The person who thrives on chaos, conflict, and exaggerated emotions. They bring storms where there was calm. Their lives are always in crisis, and they expect you to drop everything to engage. Signs you're dealing with. 1. Frequent phone calls filled with gossip and complaints. Involvement in every family feud. They create conflict between others to stay at the center. The cost of keeping them close: emotional exhaustion, high stress levels. Your peaceful space becomes contaminated by their drama. Healthier choices: avoid gossip or venting sessions. Don't take sides in family disputes. Politely remove yourself from drama-filled conversations. 5. The dismissive one. This relative sees you as someone whose views no longer matter. They may speak over you, ignore your contributions, or act as if you're irrelevant because of your age. It looks like ignoring your advice or stories, treating you like a burden, making decisions for you without your input. Emotional consequences: feeling invisible or unimportant, increased isolation, loss of confidence. Your peaceful response: speak up when disrespected, demand inclusion in conversations that affect you, value your own opinion even if others don't. 6. The emotional vampire. This person constantly dumps their negativity onto you. Every conversation is a complaint. Letting go of toxic relatives doesn't mean you don't love them. It means you love yourself enough to choose peace. You've spent your life giving to your family, your work, your community. Now it's time to give to yourself. Creating boundaries may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you've spent decades in a role of caretaker, peacemaker, or provider. But remember, you are not abandoning anyone. You are simply stepping into a life where your joy, your health, and your calm are non-negotiable. Practical tools to maintain boundaries. Create a personal peace circle, friends, supportive relatives, or community groups. Practice self-care rituals, gardening, reading, walks, prayer, art, or music. See a therapist or counselor if you feel overwhelmed by guilt or obligation. Remind yourself daily, I have earned this peace. You've reached an age where every day is a gift. Don't let anyone steal that from you, not even family. The people who truly love and respect you will understand your boundaries. Those who don't, it's okay to let them go. Picture this: you're sitting in your favorite chair, sunlight streaming in, a cup of tea by your side. The house is quiet, your heart is light. You're surrounded only by those who bring comfort, laughter, and love. This is not a fantasy, it's the life you deserve. And it starts by making one brave, clear choice at a time. To choose peace over obligation, to prioritize yourself without guilt, to walk away from drama, manipulation, and disrespect. After 70, your soul deserves rest, your heart deserves ease, and your time belongs to you.